So directories is one. The next one we'll use is article directories. So article directories, and maybe we'll start over here now. Article directories, there are a few more well-known ones, like there's eZine articles and there's Go articles. And just recently, and this is more for the people who are in the space when it comes to SEO, there's been a whole update when it comes to, there's a new algorithm update called the Panda update, and they named the Panda update. Google does all of these little Google dance things where they'll change the algorithm slightly and it'll shake up all the search results and everybody goes crazy, you know, it's the end of the world as we know it. But that's happening all the time, and they've just had one recently called the Panda update, and it was named after a Google engineer, and basically what they're trying to do is they want to weed out some of the crap that's starting to come up in the search engines, because like I said, you can head over to India now, and since we know it's all about backlinks now, you might go over to India and you'll pay someone to, you know, pennies on the dollar to go out and build backlinks for you. Like, I mean, go to these countries where you know, they can outsource the labour very cheaply. And you've probably, if you've got websites, chances are you've probably had a couple of emails here and there where people say, you know, we can help get your website #1 on Google. Like, I mean, we get them all the time. And then it's all about building these low quality backlinks. So Google's obviously trying to combat that and thinking about, well, what can we do to make sure that we stay one step ahead of that? And they made this update, the Google Panda update. And what they did was they interviewed a series of people, like there's people like Matt Cutts, who's like a well-known Google engineer, a lot of different users, and asked them a whole series of questions about what websites do you trust? Like, what elements do you want to see on a website? Do you trust this website? Would you make a purchase on this website? Would you give your credit card details over on this website? And they did that to a whole bunch of different websites so they could get a cross-section of all of these different websites, ones that people thought, yep, it's a good website and I would do business on it, and other websites that, no, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So they have both of these websites now, and then what they did is they thought, okay, well, let's get our computer, and the maths is probably way over my head, but they got a computer using their computer intelligence to figure out what components were the same across the board. So what were the elements of all of the good websites, and what are the elements of all of the bad websites? And then let's try and create almost like an algorithm that gets smarter over time. So they keep on checking back with these people to find out what they like and what they don't like about the search engines, and then we just keep on getting this evolving search engine where they're looking for certain characteristics. And that's the most recent update. The reason I mention all of that is because eZine articles was one of the ones that was central to this whole debacle, this update, when it came to this Google Panda update. And that website actually got hit pretty hard in the search engines, because what eZine articles is, and there's a whole lot of different article directories out there on the website, on the internet, they're just websites where users can submit articles to these websites. So you can go there, submit an article about your business, as long as it's unique content, they'll list it on their website, and then they'll give you one of those links back to your website. So, I mean, the whole aim of the game is getting links. So it's just another way to get links back to your website. But it actually ended up getting hit pretty bad. And a lot of people are like, oh, this is, you know, the end of traditional link building methods and all that type of stuff. But for me, it doesn't really matter that eZine articles gets hit or not. Like, I mean, the aim of my game isn't to get my eZine article ranked #1 on Google. Like, I mean, if it did, then fantastic. The aim of the game really is to get my website ranked on #1 on Google. So this one here. So it's still, these links are still worthwhile. So the more links that you can build, the better. So we use article directories like eZine articles, Go articles. Just start off, maybe you write 10 articles. And, I mean, if you don't want to write articles, go interview that expert that I was talking about, the squash guy, and get it transcribed, and then that could get cut into articles. There's so many different ways that you can create content. You don't need to actually go out there and, you know, physically yourself have the articles written, or maybe you outsource it. And you get these articles posted on eZine articles, Go articles, and you send links back to your homepage, but also it's important to send links back to these deep pages as well. So just remember, when you're sending links, don't always just send it through to the homepage, but send it through to your deep pages as well. And then ongoing, it's a good idea to keep building links. This is what SEO is all about, and this is why the clients come to us and work with us over a long period of time, because we keep building links, we keep improving their rankings, and we keep going after new keywords. So you want to keep building those backlinks.